Hey guys, Tyrep here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Fields of Donk. Today spawning in the north, we have pure section spam. I hear this is called Marcel.
Infantry squad trained and
TR
ready to
clan,
go.
playing as Brits and immediately locking into Commandos. Teaming up with him, this is Creatifename. Playing as Brits as well, who has Commandos, Royal Artillery, and Royal Engineers. So if he's in the south, we have a borobadger. Playing Ostheer and immediately locking into German infantry, going for a no machine gun build here. And teaming up with him is Toyvendor, also playing as Ostheer. Excuse me. And locking into Blitzkrieg now. In terms of rankings, Allies range team around rank 40 versus Axis around rank 80. Two squads branching out at the moment. Good early control from Creatifename. It's what happens when you're Brits, you got the capping speed bonus, don't have to build any tech structures in your base. Ends well to some strong early map control and making a charge on to the fuel point. Both soft retreating around the corner. He's got the machine gun set up back here, but not repositioning it yet. Similar story on the other side. Pure section spam getting off to a strong start. But overall, not too much action. I didn't really, I forgot to address this, but I know that Dan cast a game with these same players on the same map, but apparently there's a different game. So there you have it. Confused me too. Okay, good old Blob charging down the middle. Outnumbering here 2v1. Tries soft retreat behind the light cover, but already a little bit too late. Teammate not bringing over his squads in support. So badly outnumbered there, has to retreat. Some story over here though. Party's outnumbered 2v1. Get forced away. And these guys coming through maybe to the cutoff, but find the squad behind heavy cover. And in comes the universal carrier for Creatifename. Can do inflict some pain. Upgrading that with the Vickers as we speak. And here comes a blob from pure section spam. The exact same direction, getting some pretty good hits in too. And they are well clustered together there. We're seeing these Grenadiers back again and again. Oh man, that's getting picked off so many mods so quickly. Grenadiers trying to get in range for the snare. And there we go, machine gun, second machine gun in fact, from Toyvendor. Getting the suppression on that blob. These Grenadiers poking their heads forwards, hoping to catch the snare, but not going to happen. And he dive onto the cutoff here from Creatifename. It's the fuel disconnected. Machine gun forcing back the universal carrier. And definitely aware that there's two machine guns here now. Pure section spam pulling back a little bit, but has managed to get the munitions underway. And yeah, with a 3-man power, not going to be able to contest that. Maybe if you have the flamethrower, maybe. He is chasing in, but Creatifename kiting nicely. Staying safe. It is closing in, coming around the corner of the squad, getting to the retreat path a little bit. But I don't think he's going to be able to finish some pretty early retreats. Looks like they're not really going down the road either, kind of running off to the side of it so they don't take much bonus damage there. And it's just blob v blob. Both sides staring at each other down here in the bottom. Machine gun coming across from Toyvendor to assist, but Blob has pulled back. Universal carrier softening up these squads. Made use of the crew repairs. Still quite low in health. And a 5-man upgrade complete. Creatifename. And 5 infantry sections. The story for pure section spam hasn't upgraded them with the 5-man yet. So as you see that before you go for the 5th squad. Let's have a little bit of manpower and reinforcement. Half-mate in. Another retreat. And the Grenadier Blob wins this one. But now it does have the 5-man upgrade complete. Maybe that's why he's slightly early retreats, but you kind of get tricked once that upgrade pops. Your health disappears even though, you know, he's still quite healthy. It's now 4 out of 5 instead of 5 out of 5, so sometimes it does lead to slightly early retreats. The squad is lower than it is. Well, coming around the corner here. Looking for the flank on the machine gun. No, maybe just got to jump onto the cutoff again. But it's not cutting anything off. This fuel point in the hands of the British team. Only back with the machine gun here. Unlucky timing. Would have suppressed the infantry section nicely. And now they're going to be set up in heavy cover versus the machine gun and light. Section's probably going to win that one. Unless they end up getting suppressed. Here comes the universal carrier though. It's definitely going to swing it in favour of the Brits. Grenadiers looking for the snare coming around the corner here. 5-man upgrade is complete on one of them. EC is out. Half-track for Toyvendor. Interesting. Don't see a half-track too often. And gone for 5 Grenadiers has Borobadger. Trying to just maximise the veteran squad leader bonus. As many Grenadiers as he can. To a pack now to help tame these light vehicles. But yeah, neither of the Nexus players going for a 2-2-2 to try and chase down Universal Carrier, and this is kind of a bit of a late flame half-track. Hasn't seen really any combat until now, 8 minutes in. As you see, there's close to 2 minutes before this. See what he can get done with it. Early retreat there from Creatifename. And pure section spam branching out on this side. It's gone for the 6th section now. Living up to the name for sure.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Yeah, you see wheeling its way across here looking for the flamer half track, but can't find it yet. A pack over here for Borobadger setting up. Oh, brief mistake. No. Pack maybe lost sight around the trees and doesn't quite get this. Oh, it didn't have the munitions. This near just before. I thought he was in range, but yeah, I think that was it. Didn't quite have the munis. And now there's the grenades ticked from Creatifename as well. It's a pretty standard build from Creatifename, I would say, overall. Coming through the middle, trying to clear out the sandbags maybe. I'll start them now though. Playing half track over here, forcing some retreats. But playing quite safe with the AEC, not charging in here. And it's probably going to mean he's going to have to force away this infantry section. Stays in there for the neutralizing. Backpedaling here, going to maybe try and make use of the medkits instead of hard retreating. We have the AT gun, but it's not very well set up. We should have been forwards here to prevent an assault frontally there, but alright. Infantry section trying to charge forwards here. Maybe it's going to clear the arc of the machine gun. Oh, gets suppressed just before he gets around the corner. Looks like once again pure section spam. getting forced to retreat. So is the machine gun. Flame half track coming through. Torching away. Faust connects with the UC, but no other squad's super close by. The squad closing the distance for it now. Can make use of the crew appears, but looks like he's just going to try back away to his base. I wonder if he's going to hear it in the fog of war. Maybe not, because he's controlling his units on the other side of the map. It's our borobadger. Grenade out, but didn't do too much. Piles were pretty well spread there. And AEC way out the back. Not in position to deal with the flame half track. So he is finding a way to get some damage done with this in spite of the AC being on the field. Oof, that is a mighty blob from pure section spam. Have to be careful with the machine gun positioning. One in position. Squad's just out of range. Launch a rifle nade into the blob. It's 2 kills, a little bit of suppression on as well. A big follow-up. Looks like the flame half track smoked out. Grenades exchanged. Oof, very close call there for Creatifename. Squad coming around the corner looking for a flank, but the flamer is there to meet him. Now pulling back. Blobs don't really want to run head first into each other here. This is sometimes necessary here, having 2 machine guns next to each other. That way if one of them goes into a death loop, especially against a blob this large, the other one can still get the suppression going. Makes sense. Spots this machine gun coming forwards. And this one on the retreat. This one, oh, slight mistake. Resets up. Oh, but the machine gun makes it out of there. Very close call. And this is what I'm talking about. Frontal decruise going on this machine gun. Here comes the flamer half track to try and save the day. And there's just a lot of grenadiers here in support. We'll retreat there from pure section spam. But we've got a mortar pit up from Creatifename out the back. Already vet 1. Some pretty big hits in that engagement. But might not be super safe. Oh, gonna take a snare here right in front of the AT gun. That's the end of the AC. Oh, bad play there from Creatifename. Okay, we got a Cromwell out now for pure section spam. Pack is still nearby for borobadger though. I think he's pushing it forwards, hoping to go after the mortar pit. Now just happens to be right next to the Cromwell. You see, still alive by the way. Pack setting up. Going for the Faust. Oh, Pack a bit slow firing there because I think the gunner died. Delayed the shot a bit. Also delayed the Faust. And now the Pack's out here decrewed. We have a few units coming in to try and save the day. Cromwell trying to get the kill. Second Pack coming in. But setting up on the road here. A little bit scary. Missing its shot on the universal carrier. And the Pack does go down before the Axis can recover it. One bit barraging the setup Pack. Couple squads coming in from the north. Oh, machine gun, bad positioning here from Toyvendor running right into the British forces. Already vet 2 now. Some pretty big hits. Taking a look back here, we've got a tier 3 down for borobadger and tier 3 going down for Toyvendor as well. I thought they might do a split. One tier 3, one tier 4, but no. Both on the tier 3 train. Neither of them, have a tiger or an elephant in their commanders as well. Recon plane up for Toyvendor now. Not much the Brit team can really do about that unless they get a Centaur, so that could be a big asset to the Axis team, having that recon plane up. I suppose you could build both forms as well, but it's a very, very rare sight. And here comes the Panzer IV, getting stuck in. Machine gun about to pop, going after this blob. We do have the Cromwell nearby, but it misses its first shot. And here comes the green blob to meet the section blob. P4 getting some good hits, and that's a full retreat from pure section spam. Ooh, he's taking some big damage too. These 5-man grenadiers are not mucking around. Okay, pops a smoke out at the front. Creatifename does have UC there with potential suppressing fire. Has to get out of there from the pack with the mortar shells landing big. Get some good hits in. Couple squads out here, but the Panzer IV getting off to a good start. Cromwell coming through. Oh, and the pack connecting as well. No, the 6-pounder rather. Ooh, Panzer IV spinning around. Out of range now. Push for the attack ground, but nowhere near Cromwell though on the hunt. Borobadger stopping here. Oh, and that is a abandoned tank. Pack setting up. Cromwell sticking around for the kill. Bounces the killing blow. And the pack to get a hit in here. Oh, another bounce. Heartbreaker. Pure section spam. Trying to get the kill. There he goes. And the pack attack ground missing this time. That was a close call. Okay, Panzer IV coming in now for Toyvendor. Checking what we have. Okay, Hammer coming through for Creatifename, so I guess we're going to see some comets from him. So about 60 fuel away from that though.
Battle drills for hammer attacks are ready for use.
Pit coming down hard in the middle. Not getting too many kills, but it's doing a lot of health damage. And wow, trying to use a medkit over here. Being interrupted by the universal carrier. And here comes the Panzer IV for Toyvendor. Bigger's charging here.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
I was going to throw the grenade, but decided, yeah, he might lose the squad if he tried to, so cancels it and gets out. And the mortar pit coming down. Very, very close to Vet 3 now. There it is. It's Vet 3 off. Damaging the Panzer IV. Okay, the machine gun trying to suppress this infantry section blob, but cannot. Only 2 or 3 squads got suppressed. The rest of them is gunning down the machine gun frontally there. Machine guns kind of need to be next to each other. Can't have one too far back like that. Oh, we got 4 of the, oh no, assault and hold rather, activated. And the Grenadier blob charging forwards, going toe to toe with the section blob. Universal carrier out the back in some trouble, goes down to the double packs. And blob going hard, in fact there are 4 packs back, no 3 packs? 3 packs back there. Cromwell lucky to escape. Section might not be so lucky. Cromwell sticking around for a couple more hits. Decrewed the M1 over here, by the way. And that's getting killed by the packs. Mortar pit also in jeopardy. Getting bashed by the Panzer IV. And what comes through for a couple more hits. Trying to zone out these grenadiers. And now the pack's going after the mortar pit. Brace wearing off here. Looks like the mortar pit's going to go down. Big push from the Axis. Straight down the center. And they're getting a lot of damage done just before the comet comes through. Really good timing for the Axis to hit there. Toyvendor with a huge amount of manpower. Could be time to go for a second squad at Pios. Some more repairs available for his tank and future tanks. Taking up now to battle phase 3. So I suppose prioritizing that first. But yeah, against that many packs tightly clustered, could be tough for the Brit team. Don't have mobile assault, so no land mattress to combat these team weapons. I suppose they could use Royal Artillery, get out a Sexton, but generally rocket artillery is better against the team weapons. And against the blobs. You know, close range Sexton can be pretty good at stopping a blob in its tracks. For the shotgun style. We're getting close.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Okay, Cromwell immediately having to back out from the double packs. As if we're pushing in here, maybe going to go for a crush on all these suppressed squads. Pure section spam has to retreat. A couple follow-up shots from the Panzer IVs looking to inflict some bleed. So far hasn't taken too much, just a lot of health damage. Model going down there. Escaping pretty much scot-free. Lost one or two models there. Okay. We've got the air supremacy dropped on this massive Axis formation. Oh, this could be devastating. A bit slow to get out of the area. Especially with the double packs. Ooh. Oh man, that was a close call. A couple of those grenadiers escaping on very, very low. I thought it was slightly more to the right.
We are losing a sector.
But in comes the Comet looking to chase down and pick up a couple of wipes here. And he gets one. How long is he going to stick around for? Double P4s coming in on the rear here. A little bit risky from Creatifename. Chasing it. He really wants these wipes. But can't get them. Now double P4s on the rear armor. Both connecting. Pack over here decrewed. And a Comet coming in for pure section spam as well. Distracting the pack at the moment. Allowing these his teammates Comet to escape. In fact, he's coming in aggressively. Oh, but he takes a snare. Makes it around the arc of the pack. Pack not coming around the corner yet. Cromwell over here getting blasted. He's just left it there. And he just left it there long enough for it to go down. I'm trying to back away. Panzer IV gets a rear armor hit from that angle. Going with a lucky break. Has a tough time penetrating the Comet. Bouncing that shot. Bit over 1 in 3 chance to pin at this range. Misses that one. Pack setting up though. And the pack gets the job done. Abandoned and recrewing. But the Faust seals the deal. Oh, it's his teammate's Faust. Bit of miscommunication there, huh? Hey man, we'll steal this Comet. No man, I'm Fausting it. Oh. Catch you later to those 3 Pioneer models. The section blob is still well alive, but yeah, bad control on that Cromwell, leaving it there in front of the pack for like 3 shots, just sitting there doing nothing. Very bad control from pure section spam.
Enemy is taking our territory.
But the Axis also having to regroup after that. Took quite a lot of losses, a lot of decrewed support weapons, damaged tanks. So a bit of a lull in the action now. But the section blob is back and ready to rumble. Still doesn't take grenades on them, which is kind of strange. Does have a tremendous amount of munitions. Grenades can be very, very handy if you get on the other side of a support weapon. Look at to decrew it quickly. Back forcing back the Comet. Takes 2 hits. Enemies are nearby though. And here comes the blob. Machine gun. Too late, I think, to try and reset up. He's going to go for it though. sections. No, gunning them down. Blob is just too big. Got air supremacy coming in again. Looks like targeting these packs this time. Charging forwards, but this machine gun suppressing the entire blob and the entire blob retreating now. I feel like that was a bit of a waste of an air supremacy, honestly. Maybe you could have just used the mortar cover. A lot cheaper. Comes out a bit faster. There goes the flame and half track. Stood there. Stops the Comet from chasing in any further. The super close air support back there, the direction, fending off the Comet. Can't chase in any further. Panzer IV coming through. Maybe hoping to chase down the Comet. But finds himself close to 2 anti-tank guns. Trying to extract. This anti-tank gun though going down to the Grenadier blob. And gets decrewed very, very quickly there. And now Maxis looking for the kill. And the decrewed 6-pounder.
Supply line's broken.
There it goes. Grenadier blob is not quite as strong as it once was though. Lost a couple of those squads. Built them. And now I've got double AT guns for pure section spam. But yeah, when it's kind of these big blob wars, gotta be careful. Your T-weapons get out of position for a moment and they can get decrewed by these blobs.
A capture point is being overrun.
Suppose another option could be Royal Engineers and going for the AVRE. Could be very, very effective against borobadger's blobs as well. Another possibility.
The ability is ready now. Base artillery is ready to bombard enemies in our territory.
Okay, popping the assault, making a big charge forwards, but the machine gun out the back in some nice suppression and so far. Suppressing most of the squads. These ones on the side coming out of suppression. And he retreats the machine gun. I think he could have kept them all suppressed there. He just like switched targets. Oh. More speeding forwards as the Comet. Looking to get around the side of the Stug. No Grenadiers nearby for the snare. Panzer IV coming in on the rear. Pops the smoke. And Stug going to get out of there. Toon Panther disengaging. Creatifename disengaging. Infantry section blob. Oh, coming forwards with the crush. Oh, pretty good one. About 6 models there. Wiped out one. He crushed a whole one. Nice. Another air supremacy coming in. A lot of decrewed support weapons back here. A lot of Axis units back here in general. We're coming forwards. Double AT guns are back there. AT guns take down the Panzer IV on the side. And here come the bombs. Might destroy the decrewed pack. Doesn't hit too much, honestly. Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, I do think this is generally a pretty decent ability, but I think against like set-up team weapons and Ostheer in general, mortar cover is very, very strong. Shouldn't underestimate it. Do have a lock-in over here though, Royal Artillery for Creatifename. Does have a decent bank of munitions himself. Some abilities. Mine getting triggered by the Bombear there. Okay, another comment for pure section spam. Another one in the mix for Creatifename as well.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Borobadger has also ticked up to battle phase 3, but hasn't built anything from it yet. Hasn't put down the structure itself. Careful speeding around the corner here. Oof, that could have been a wipe. No retreat though from Creatifename. He is spread across the entire map and wasn't paying attention there, loses the squad for free. double comets though, going after the Brumbier. Got a pack back there. Maybe not enough to stop the comets. Looks like he's deciding to disengage. The path was clear though. We obviously know that. And maybe he could have, you know, popped the flares before getting aggressive. So we know that as well. Double AT guns to support now for borobadger, so quite risky here. Oh man, that died so quickly. Double AT guns, double comets. Faust connecting, comet with the damage engine, but already out of there. We've got some base artillery. In fact, concentration barrage coming down. Targeting this support weapon position. A lot of manpower bleed here for pure section spam. And a Panther going to be the option for borobadger. I think it's a good choice. The extra durability is really going to come in handy. Because yeah, as we saw there, that Panzer IV died in the blink of an eye. Just had no time to react. He doesn't have Panzer Tactician to assist in getting out of those situations. So it's a bit harder for him to keep those tanks alive, those mediums. Retreating before he got the fuel point. Double comet's a bit too scary. And Axis are down on VPs. Almost 200 points behind at this stage. Pushing forwards with the sweeper as well, clearing the path. So, a Werfer coming through for borobadger next. And a recon plane up for Toyvendor once more. Here comes the section blob. Now to this flank. They're coming across to support. Okay, we've got double comets on this side now. So all three are making a push down this direction. Got the flares up this time. So they got to know. Oh, they're charging head on into these packs. Very, very risky. He's dropped the artillery on them. Borobadger I don't think has noticed yet. Packs do connect with one of the comets. Oh, the artillery dropping on these packs though, doing some big damage. Panther backing away, blind on this one, a bit of friendly fire. Packs coming down from the other side as well. Comet's taking some big hits. That comet very, very low, but so are the packs. Packs turning around, staying here. Then come the sections. The sections going for this pack instead of these two, which are actually shooting at the comets right now. One of them decrewed. Oh, but this one, two models, almost no health, secures the kill. Bit of bad teamwork there from pure section spam. Focusing on the packs that were further back rather than these ones. Still shooting at the comets. The comet does go down in the process, but we've got two packs over here decrewed. If they can stick around and finish them off, that will be huge. Pure section spam's AT guns though, not really in a position to assist. And they don't have the infantry support anymore either. But decent assault there from the allies. Good idea, you know, popping up the flares, dropping the artillery. Borobadger didn't notice, but he stayed in there. He got a little bit lucky that those packs didn't get decrewed faster. Otherwise he could have got completely overrun by all of those comets. With standing by, ready to fire. He's waiting for these team weapons to set up before he does so. Oh boy. Got a bit of trouble. Comet war speeding forwards, looking for the kill. Pops the target weak point there. And the Comet decides to disengage. Well timed as well. You want to charge head on to those packs. One bear very, very close. Could go for a bunker buster. Dropping the Werfer Barrage and the Bunker Buster. These team weapons in shambles. One of them goes down, the other's very low. There's a mine as well. Pretty good starting barrage there for the Werfer, 5 kills. Maybe follow up and kill that decrew team weapon as well. The Axis still, they have to pay attention to the VPs, down to 136 now. They've picked up some big scalps, a couple good tanks. Feel like they have a slight army size lead right now. But they still need to watch those VPs. Especially this one over here, I feel like the Axis have had very little control over it. Here comes the Bombardier forcing back all of these troops. Got a Blob and a Comet. About to be joined by a second one for pure section spam, so he's kind of hitting critical mass with that. Close to his pop cap limit. About as large as his army's going to get, and it could be quite devastating, especially if they find the right angle. And some of these unsupported team weapons. Borobadger has not upgraded the machine gunner's Panther, but it does mean he's got enough for the fragmentation bombs now. Which could be big. So 2 comments for both of the Brit players. Could come down to positioning, and they do have some flares available, which can really assist with that. We can't play up for Toyvendor though, seeing what's coming. It is around the corner trying to apply their med kit, but here come the Comets looking for the white. Oof, and that was a big shot from the Comet. This guy's finished off. Bit of blocking there from Creatifename. Okay, here comes the section blob. Machine gun set up with light cover as well. Pops the assault, trying to decrew it frontally, and looks like he will be successful. Comets coming in from multiple angles. They're dropping the air supremacy on the AT guns, forcing them back. Bombardier also getting pushed away. And here come the Comets from the other side. All the packs facing this direction. There's Comets coming in hot from the other. Oh, the fragmentation bombing with a huge one. Looks like he got like 2 or 3 squads with that. Couple packs getting decreed over here though. Oh, and the Stug in some trouble, goes down to the double Comets. These Grenadiers though get a snare off. We do have a Panther here, still pretty healthy as well. Panther chasing in after the Brumbier, but the Brumbier connecting, and so is the Panther. Comet in a bit of trouble, no squads nearby for the snare, but we do have a pack somewhat close by. Double Comet's coming back in for Creatifename. This Comet in jeopardy of going down, and he does. Panther sealing the kill there, I think. Panther backing away. This Bombardier still quite healthy, sent to the front to soak the damage.
Keep up the good work, everyone.
And for the recruit on the AT gun, Faust on this one. Double Faust, in fact, will go down to 1 pack shot. Looks like the pack may be missed though. Doesn't get the kill. And the other Comet. No snare on that one. So well, 1 Comet went down there, and maybe 3 or 4 squads for pure section spam. But they've dropped the perimeter overwatch on the back of that big push, and they've got all 3 of the VPs. 76 remaining.
He's trying to take a point from us.
Comes the perimeter overwatch artillery.
An infantry section of Tommies has been tracked. Infantry squads are ready to conduct.
Again, its duration reduced. Used to be 2 minutes, now it's 1. Not the huge issue it used to be. What is a huge issue is the 59 VPs left for the Axis. They need to get them under control right now. Werfer coming in. Couple more kills, but no wipes. Can't play up for Toyvendor. Okay, Brumbier coming forwards. Looks Looks like the Axis going to try to go for the center. Perimeter overwatch is over, so they're coming forwards. Looking to stake their claim in the middle. Here comes the supporting infantry as well. I was thinking about sending a pack into the middle just to get the cap going, but decides against it, it looks like. Here we go, we've got double Brumbiers out the front to deal with the infantry. Triple packs out the back and the Panther to deal with the Comets, and this one's still very, very low for Creatifename. He's going for a Firefly now to help. Interesting. I was going for the capture here, or Axis rather. Oh, the double Brumbiers hitting hard on that section blob. Helping the bunker buster as well. Comet coming in. Pack scrambling to reposition, get some shots on here. Oh, and we've got some concentration barrage dropped in the vicinity as well. Pack's getting back to safety. No, this one getting decrewed by the infantry sections. Oh, good shot from the Brumbier. Those guys very, very low. Panther trying to go for a bit of a crush, but leaving on prioritized vehicles so he can shoot back. There's enough for another tank. Ooh, big connection from the Brumbier. Kills the machine gun. And the engine damage onto the Comet. He's getting away, but only just. A good pushback there from the Axis. Are a little bit behind in army size, but they're fighting strong. And we do have pure section spam right about there for another Comet. There's a rifle. Scatter is not favourable. Another 2 or so models. Close to Vet 1, but yeah, I mean, been pretty well targeted, those Werfers, but Scatter just hasn't been there for them. Okay, here comes the blob. And they're not quite at full. Neither is the Brumbier, in fact. A lot of repairs required. For borobadger, he's only got 1 Pioneer, that's why. He's going for a Stug, a little bit more anti-tank. Bunker Buster connecting long range there. Go for some attack rounds with this AT gun, sending in the Comet, but we do have a lot of packs right here as well. Oh, Firefly taking a lot. Do have the recon plane up for the Axis. Assisting with those super long range pack shots. A lot of damage onto the allied tanks on those. Exchanging grenades, but the P-Green's better in close range, end up winning.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
And it should open up the capture for the Axis on that flank. Allies trying to go for the center, but stalled by the machine gun, and in come the Brumbiers. Damage.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Going for the fuel point. I think I'll probably be going right for the VPs at this stage. Gets the Axis down to 41. Both teams gearing up for some big action. We've got enough for a fragmentation bombing run. Got enough for air supremacy, perimeter overwatch. We could see some big time fireworks in the near future.
You will not let up. The enemy still has 300 points.
They're doing a pretty good job against the Comet so far, I have to say. Firefly nearby now though. So it's the pack. Okay, the Allies trying to charge forwards again.
Our capture point. They're trying to take
Throwing
it.
some base hearts of fire. Here comes the Werfer. Shooting right into it. Oh, and the Bunker Buster. Good combination. 2 units down there. Bunker Buster combined with the Werfer barrage. That was a deadly combination. Oh, action here. Borobadger charging forwards right into the grasp of the 2 comets, but did decrew the M1. I mean, 6-pounder. There's some action over here as well. Creatifename getting stuck in. Panther in some trouble, but so is the Comet. Comet goes down. This Comet still very, very healthy. Going for the Stug. Got the big bombers coming down as well. Switching back to the Panther, but it's frontal armor. Comet failing to get through. Oh, but the bombs take care of that, and then the Comet finishes off the Panther. Ooh, and those Pyos so close to getting bombed to smithereens. Decrewed team weapons lying around the battlefield. Creatifename with a still pretty healthy tank stock and stealing away one of those packs. With the Axis capping on the far flank over here. Maybe you could send one of those comets back to stop that. Oh man! Comet very, very low here, and one more Faustin will go down. Looks like he Fausted with this one, trying to get this one in range. I think he'll be able to as well. In fact, it looks like this one, you can see they're kind of crouching down. Yep, there we go. Couldn't quite get it off. But there we go, pure section spam. Loses basically everything there. And the two squads of infantry sections and the engineer. Let's have a decrewed M1 over here potentially. But potentially the Axis could also destroy that decrewed weapon. So when things get a bit tough, he lost it all there. His target prioritization was a bit wrong, like switching from the Panther to the Stug at a weird timing, instead of just staying on task. And kind of got bowed out, honestly. If that Stug didn't go down to the bombing run, could have lost the both comets and not got any tanks in return. Cash in trouble here. Gonna get killed. In fact, he went for 3 of those, by the way. He's putting up another one now. Because he's at basically 100. He's at full pop cap. So why not build a few muni caches? Pure section spam right about there for another comet. Which is what I assume he's going to go for. Could squeeze in one more unit before then though. And another Panther going to be the option for Borobadger. I think it's a smart choice. Command tank from Toyvendor though. Didn't notice that. I wonder if he called it in at a panic moment during that big fight just before, but still a decent option. Keeping your tanks alive for like one extra shot in tank fights. Triple cap for the Axis briefly. Allies ticking under 200 now, but oh, comes a big blob into the retreat path of this Panzergrenadier. Trying to go for the wipe. The green's elusive. And we don't want to chase around that corner. Bunker busting barrage over the trees. Skyscraper shot. Oh, that was a money shot. Look at all those corpses. Squad down. Huge play there with the Brumbier. What's pushing in, finding the command tank. There's a pack there as well. Setting up, trying to act as defense, but we've got the concentration barrage coming down once again. Pop the target weak point. And now reacting is Toyvendor. Didn't notice this. Could have taken worse casualties, honestly. Got a little bit lucky.
Our opponents are seizing the sector.
Nothing needed to fire. Axis in control at the moment. Pure section spam. He's got still like 700 manpower, but he's not building any more units. He's got the Comet on the way, but could have like more engineers for repairs. Another AT gun. Letting his teammate do the heavy lifting. Air supremacy coming down again on the Axis formation.
There's a Comet tank ready to go.
Comet's backing away here.
Threatening a capture point.
So we damage on the way back as well. No dodging on the airstrike at the moment from these units. Could see the Werfer go down potentially. Grenadiers go down. MG takes some hits, but just getting out of there in time. That was a close call on the Werfer as well. Got scratched. About a quarter of its health off. Oh, Brumbier coming around the corner. He gets ambushed. 3 tanks swarming in on him here. Panther around the side, but it's quite low. Comet out the front, getting very low itself. Stopping the chase. Dropping the crew grenade on the pack, and that goes down. Panther out the side. Oh, bounces the Firefly shot, and that's enough to allow the kill on one of those Comets. Panther bouncing another shot, but no, not the follow-up. Comet finally gets a kill on it. This Comet going for a bit of a dive. Finds this Panther, but a bounce at a crucial moment. Comet continuing to chase, but it goes down. He was hunting the Werfer. And comes a Firefly from the side. Not quite enough to kill the Panther, but the Comet finishes the job. This is from the command tank aura, giving a little bit of extra durability to that Panther. Here comes the Stuka Close air support going chasing after the Firefly. Firefly backing around, doing some damage to the command tank. This one circling the pack, trying to get out of the targeting circle here though. And they're going hunting for the Brumbier. Brumbier in a tough position. This Comet war speeding, trying to get around the corner, get on the rear armor. Brumbier on the run. Comet chasing in. And there goes the Brumbier. Command tank. In trouble. Comet still chasing down for Creatifename, and there we go. Takes down that too. Axis just got hammered there. Incredible plays from Creatifename. Did so much damage with the double Comet Firefly combination, and somehow they didn't get snared during that whole hectic engagement. Here comes the Stug though. There's a sight set on that Comet. Firefly coming forwards. Maybe could fire off the tulips. Oh, this is prime time for the tulips. Stug chasing head on against you. But decides to disengage both of them, keeping their armor safe for another day. Okay, finally, pure section spamming some more sections. And all those mutiny caches mean that the Allies very close. I mean, very close to another air supremacy. Could be very, very strong. Now pushing into the center. Oh, Comet out the side. Maybe did that hit a mine? In a bit of trouble here. Stug going and chasing. Barrage not quite hitting those sections. They do retreat, but Panther coming around the corner and a main gun crit on the Comet. It's going to go down to this Panther most likely, continuing the chase. How do we get our engine damage on that Comet though? Was it a mine?
The enemy destroyed a vehicle.
Was it a Faust? I'm not entirely sure. Panther getting aggressive, continuing the chase. We do have a close to full health Comet over here. He's got to be careful. Oh, he's going hunting for the Firefly though. How does he know its position? Firefly, oh, coming in the wrong direction to escape. I think it would have been better chasing into the corner. Okay, Comet war speeding in reverse. Looking for revenge. Going after the Panther. Oh, doesn't quite get the block off. Panther going to get the frontal armor showing. And no squads with the snare in the Panther's retreat path. Comet has to rely on these frontal penetrations now, bouncing that one. I think he still needs 2 shots to kill. And we've got a pack there. Comet's going to continue the chase. Still needs 1 more kill. Or 1 more shot, but the target weak point from the Stug. The turret is jammed. Comet circling. Oh, but the Panther gets the killing blow in the nick of time. And the Allies throwing in the towel with that. Oof. Those last 10 or so minutes, there were some hectic fights. Now the Axis just hang in there. Pure section spam, a bit of a throw from him, I think, especially towards the end there. Could have just assisted so much, having a few squads around, having a few AT guns around, and all these tank engagements could have swung it in favor of the Allies. It's kind of like a one-man army. Creatifename, he did a lot, but it was a daring move from Toyvendor chasing in after the Firefly, getting the kill. That was a big Difference Maker and Creatifename not being able to get the block on the Panther here. Ended up having to go head to head against the Panther, and the Panther bouncing a couple shots. Allows the Axis team to come out ahead in that armor engagement and end up winning the game. What a crazy finish. Anyway, guys, I'll wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.